You see a lot of videos about XRP going to $1,000, $10,000, and I want to present some information. You can use it however you like about XRP. Explain kind of some of the reasoning behind why people say XRP is going to go to $1,000, and then let you decide on however you want to use it. I personally do hold XRP myself, and XRP does have a lot of utility, potential utility. But there are a few things that I see are potentially wrong with a lot of the videos that I'm seeing out here. First off, let me explain that Ripple is a company that created XRP, the token. There's also XRP Ledger, which is a ledger that is not necessarily associated with XRP, the token. And then you have RLUSD, which is the Ripple stablecoin, which again is not connected to XRP in any way. So a lot of videos are mixing up the technologies, and they're saying that because Ripple released the stablecoin that XRP is going to go up, but there's actually no connection between the stablecoin and XRP. Also, there's projects that are going to put real estate assets onto the XRP ledger. But that also doesn't necessarily mean that XRP is going to be used as a token in those scenarios. In some cases, XRP is used to maybe pay off fees when using the XRP ledger. So there is some utility there, but it's not anything that will push the price of XRP up close to $1,000. So here's the case for why people say XRP could go to $1,000 or $10,000. So basically, in the case where XRP replaces the SWIFT banking system for international payments, then the XRP would be needed to settle daily the payments that run through the international payment system, which is close to $2 quadrillion. So the amount of US dollars that would be needed on a daily basis to settle $2 quadrillion annually would be something around $50 trillion, I believe. Thus, the XRP used to settle for that day's settlement would also have to be of a value of $50 trillion. Now, given the amount of XRP in circulation, that would put the need for XRP to be worth somewhere between $1,000 and $5,000 per XRP. So now here's the case for why this won't happen in the near future. First off, it hasn't even been finalized. No one's ever agreed on this. The SWIFT banking system is a system that is owned by all of the G10 banks, as well as many of the other banks across the world. It's a monolithic system that is integrated into basically every single bank around the world. Now, first off, you would have to build some type of system that could replace the SWIFT banking system, and maybe there is something in the works where Ripple has been working on building out a system where XRP can be used to settle foreign transactional payments. You then would need some type of agreement across all of the G10 banks, as well as all of the banks around the world, that this is the system that they're going to go and transition to. Then all of the integrations that are currently out there that are supporting foreign payments would need to be changed out and then pointed over to this XRP system. Most likely it would be done as first a phased rollout with small tests here and there, but you haven't even heard of anything like this going on yet. Now here's the major problem that I see is that, let's say we did turn on this system that doesn't exist yet and it's up and running. You would need this $50 trillion somehow to support the daily transaction settlement for foreign transactions. Currently, there is not enough XRP to settle even 1 day's worth of international settlement transactions. XRP's total market cap is around 150 billion right now. So why even propose XRP as the settlement currency if there's not even enough XRP to settle the $50 trillion worth of transactions for the day? It's kind of like the chicken and the egg scenario. What came first? the world banking system isn't going to replace the SWIFT system with XRP because XRP is only worth $150 billion. They can't just assume that because they select XRP as the replacement for SWIFT, that all of a sudden XRP's value is going to jump to $1,000, $2,000 per XRP. Unfortunately, that's kind of how I see it. What makes more sense is maybe using the RLUSD stablecoin as the settlement currency, although that's pegged to the dollar. So the question I have is, can Ripple create, $50 trillion worth of RLUSD to support this replacement of the SWIFT banking system? So that's all I have to say. I wish XRP would go to $10,000. Trust me, I'd be a happy man. I just think it's irresponsible that people are selling XRP as if it's definitely going up to $1,000 a token. I just want people to know that there are some challenges to that, and it's not necessarily going to come true. XRP does have some good utility, I believe, and as well XRPL and the RLUSD are very interesting products. I also believe that XRP is going to go up a lot in this current bull run. So there you have it. Take it for whatever it's worth, and best of luck to you guys.